Hey guys, welcome to the Southern Rustic. I'm Sam. If you're new, welcome to my kitchen. So since it's a rainy day outside today and we're stuck inside, I figured I would go ahead and share with you the easiest bread recipe that I have in my recipe collection. It's a very basic ingredients, and my earliest memories of making this bread is in my grandmother's kitchen on the weekend when I would visit her, and it just turns out perfect every time that I make it. It's kind of like a no-fail recipe, no-need recipe. Very, very easy. So I've got everything set out ready to go. I'm going to walk you through all of the ingredients and let's get started. Okay guys, so what you're going to need is some flour, sugar, vinegar, salt, yeast, and I've got about 1.25 cups of water here, and I've got it separated into two dishes or two measuring cups because I want to proof my yeast in a separate dish, so that way I can add as much water as I need to. Since it's rainy outside today, it may not take all of this water. It may take all of it. I'm not sure, so we'll just go from there and proof our yeast first. Okay guys, for our yeast mixture, I'm just going to add in my sugar to my water here and my yeast. And I'm going to give this just a little mix just to help dissolve that sugar. And that's good. And I'm going to set this aside for about 5 to 10 minutes just until it starts to get nice and foamy and frothy. Okay guys, so I've got my flour here. All I'm going to do is add my salt to my flour mixture and get this mixed in pretty well, because I don't want to kill the yeast. It's proofed very nicely, so I want to get this all mixed in. And now what I want to do is add in my vinegar, my yeast mixture, and a little bit of my water. I don't want to add all of it because I may not need all of it. And then I just want to stir this until the dough comes together. Just add a little bit of water at a time. Looks like it's going to take all of the water today, which that is fine. Alright, get this all nice and mixed together. Now once it starts to get a little bit hard to mix with the spoon, all you're going to do is just start mixing it by hand. Okay, get all of this dough off here. Take my jewelry off, throw a spoon around, and we're just going to start mixing this by hand just until it comes together and makes a ball. Now it doesn't have to be smooth like a normal traditional style bread, because this is going to rise for about 2 hours, and we want it to look as rustic as possible, because that's what it is, a rustic style bread. And it's a very soft dough, a sticky dough, and that's what we're looking for. Alright, now that this is all mixed together, if you can see that, that's what it should look like. I'm just going to cover this with some plastic wrap and put this in a dry, warm, draft-free area for about 2 hours, and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, so my dough has risen very well, and I went ahead and took my Dutch oven, lid and all, and I put it in a 450-degree oven, and that is coming up to temperature. So all I'm going to do now is flour my board. or in this case my counter, and I'm just going to get out this dough. Now remember, it's a very sticky dough, so just work with it till you get it out on the board or your counter. Okay, that looks good. That in there. And then just flour the top. Now you don't want to work this dough too much. You just kind of want to fold it over like that. You don't want it to be sticky. You just want to maneuver it around like so until you get it into a ball. So I've got my cast iron Dutch oven pan heated right here. All I'm going to do is just take my bread, carefully put that in there, and just flour the top. I think it looks a little bit more rustic when you flour the top like that. All you're going to do now is pop the lid on and put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. After that, you're just going to remove the lid and let it cook for about another 15 to 20 minutes until the top gets nice and golden brown. And I will show you what it looks like when it's there. I'm just going to go ahead and clean all this up, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, all I did was when I put the bread in the Dutch oven, I put the lid on and I let it cook for 30 minutes, and then I took the lid off and let it bake for 15 minutes, just until the top got nice and golden brown. It might take a little bit less or a little bit longer depending on your stove, so just keep an eye on it. And yeah, I went ahead and let it cool, and I just cut me off a slice, and it's so nice and fluffy on the outside, and it's got that nice crisp outer crust. It's just beautiful. Alright guys, I am ready to try this bread. I know it tastes delicious, but it's got that nice crisp outer layer, and then it's nice and fluffy on the inside. It's absolutely delicious. I know it turns out perfect every time. This is really one of my go-to bread recipes because I know it never fails, and it turns out perfect. So yeah, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember, you can go to my website. It's down in the description box below, and you can check out the recipe. For the full recipe, I will have it there, along with all of my other recipes. So yeah, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.